good afternoon, good evening, guys, and welcome to another video of Diamond Trader. My name is Daniel, and today, guys, we're doing an update on Cardano, one of my top cryptocurrencies that I have in my portfolio. One of my favorites for the long term. Still backing it up, even due to the recent bearish market on all across the whole board. Really, we're talking about stocks, crypto, etc., etc. So there's a lot of bearish sentiment in the market at the moment, but that's not to say that we should not be forgetting about what we're holding. So we're going to look at a little bit of the news, recent news that's updates happened in Cardano. We'll look at the technical analysis, so we'll look at the support and resistance levels that we see for Cardano on price action, and then we'll look at the 5 reasons to be buying Cardano. So those that you do not have Cardano, we can do a little bit of a recap on why should we be buying Cardano. So let's get straight into it. So the first article I came across was this one from newsbtc.com. So it suggests or indicates that Cardano whales are actually doubling up holdings in the last 10 days. So let's have a look. So Cardano has been one of the most highly hit cryptocurrencies during the last market crash. It has lost over 60% of its all-time high, putting the majority of its investors right in the lost territory. Okay, so the whales refer to the guys there that have a lot of money. Okay, so they really have a lot of money. So we're not talking about just buying 50 Cardano or 60 Cardano. We're looking at between 10,000 and above Cardano. So the whales are filling up, and it seems that instead these whales are taking this as a buying opportunity. The sentiment report shows that the top ADA whales have all doubled their holdings in the last 10 days. Okay, in this time period, the price of Cardano's native token ADA has lost about 30%, 34% of its value, where wallets holding between 10,000 and 1 million ADA have at least doubled their previous holdings since then. In total, these whales have collectively bought over 53 million worth of ADA in a 10-day period. Okay, so a lot of money there. The average addition to the holdings come out to around 113%, more than doubling the volume of ADA they control. Okay, so yeah, so a lot of so this is good, quite good. So we see the whales out there really stocking up, and it's really quite hard to resist at these levels that we're at the moment. So we'll have a look at price towards the end of the video. Let's go into the next bit of news. According to both Cardano Blockchain Insight and Pool, the Cardano network has maintained record capacity for nearly 2 weeks due to the launch of decentralized exchange, or DEX Sunday Swap, the first of its kind to go live on Cardano. At the same time, the total lock value for ADA blockchain reached a record of approximately $80 million, despite the recent fall in the token's price from the ongoing down market. Okay, so yeah, so there has been a little bit of good news and bad news. This is one of the users saying, look, this is a huge disappointment, referring to the Sunday swap launch. This has been a huge disappointment. I've tried 20 times minimum to swap ADA for Sunday and nothing has gone through, says a disgruntled Sunday swap user. Okay, so guys, if you have any comments on that, let me know in the comments. Have you had problems with the Sunday swap? Okay, so let me know in the comments down below, see if anyone else, or this is just an isolated case. So let's have a look. The next one, we've already talked about this. There's been doubled their holdings during the crash, and then let's have a look at Charles Hoskinson. So let's see what he has to say, which is the founder of Cardano. Charles Hoskinson awaits launch of Vacuum Labs DEX on the Cardano network. The firm that built the popular Cardano network, Adelaide, is now working on a DEX. Okay, Sunday Swap's launch on Cardano was accompanied by failed transactions on the blockchain. The Ethereum killer network's on-chain activity hit 90% of Cardano's blockchain's capacity. Analysts predict that Cardano price is a make or break, could reverse its trend. Okay, so so not good news. This is probably why we're seeing a little bit of a bearish movement on this, but it's still not to say that we can be bullish, right? So let's have a look at let's go and have a look at the price. Let's have a look at the price. So this is actually the 1-day chart, guys. So I've actually plotted this one out, and we have obviously, as you can see, we have been on a quite a bit of a downtrend probably since middle of August, right? We had these real highs up here, so not really nice volumes. Everyone got pretty excited at these levels. I think a lot of people bought in here. on the FOMO. Okay, so but those of you that invested back in here are still quite up, right? I have a friend that's got in around about 60 cents, so he's still fairly up. At the moment, I have Cardano just for under $1, so I think it's around about 93 cents. So yeah, so not a great return at the moment on the short term, but we're having a look at these levels. Now let's have a look at the levels. We've been on a downtrend, right? So we have a support level here, and then we have a resistance level, which look pretty strong, right? So we're down, and we're actually consolidating at the moment. But the worrying thing is we could still see a downward movement yet. On the other hand, if we go back and have a look at these support levels back here, back in April, May, June, July, it's been tested at these levels. This level has been around about the dollar mark, right? So that this is really quite strong. So we have some real strong support here. It's been tested. We've had long wicks, right? And then we're in the same position that we are at the moment. So this is quite a critical level at the moment, and this to me, for example, is really quite a good buying opportunity. So buying at these levels, buying at just over the $1 mark is quite a good opportunity to be buying. If it does go down, okay, it does go back down. If it goes down to these levels, which I doubt it will, it will be a great opportunity to be dollar cost and averaging in. But if we see a bounce of these levels, then we'll be looking at the next support level. Okay, the next sorry, resistance level, which probably be around about here. So let's draw this line out here. So this level is around about the $1.40 mark, right? Okay, so this is quite so we've always talked about this $1.40. So this should be the level we'll be looking at. So this is a bit of a price. If we have a look at the moving averages, we're actually below the moving averages, and then if we have a look at the RSI, we're still not quite down to the over sold yet. So we probably still have a little bit of room to go down. But having said that, as I mentioned, this is a critical level because this remains to be quite a strong support level. So yeah, we would like to see a reverse back up. This would be the next movement we'd like to see back up. So let's keep our eyes peeled out for that. So let's go in to have a look at the top 5 reasons to buy Cardano. First of all, this is probably one of the most important, the first point, the most important, whether you invest in a company or you invest in a crypto in the crypto world, you have to look at their mission. You have to look at their roadmap. Now, the roadmap gives you an idea of what they're doing and where they're going over a certain period of time. And it gives you an understanding of what this project, all of these loads of projects are about, right? So when we're looking at crypto, we need to be looking at it as a project, not looking at it as a digital coin. We need to see what's happening behind the scenes. And because there's a lot of moving parts in Cardano, there's a lot of infrastructure, so it gives you really quite a lot of confidence when you're looking at a company. So Cardano has a mission and a plan, and they are constantly updating their followers or their investors on a continuous basis, and it sort of gives you quite a lot of reinsurance when you're investing. So this is important. So this is one of the top reasons. Second reason is they have a lots of applications due to the launch of Cardano. So Cardano actually has over 450 projects in development on its platform, and a number are due to launch in the first quarter of 2022. So this year is going to be an absolutely banging year. This is going to be very, very interesting. I'm just really looking at the prices that we're at the moment, seeing how low they are and how high they can be in the next few months. I say the next few months. We do not know. It could be next week, could be next month, but we know we have a feeling this year could be a very good year indeed. So one widely anticipated application is Sunday Swap, which is a decentralized exchange where users can swap cryptos and earn yield. Okay, so Hoskins said in a Christmas YouTube message that he wanted to enable the first end-to-end microfinance transaction on Cardano this year. That would mean that someone, say for example in the US, could make a small loan to enable a person in a development country to start a small business. For that to happen, the person would need a blockchain-based identity, and the Cardano system would need a working stablecoin and infrastructure. Okay, so yeah, so that's the second reason. The third reason, Cardano is actually being used in the real world, so it's not a joke like we've seen in the past. A lot of it's actually being used. So many cryptocurrencies are focused inwards. They solve problems inside the crypto world, or decentralized finance projects that only generate more crypto tokens. So Cardano already has partnerships with governments and organizations across the globe with a view to using blockchain technology to change lives. For example, last year it announced a deal with the Ministry of Education in Ethiopia to store the academic records of 5 million students on the blockchain. This would reduce fraudulent job and university applications and potentially make it easier for those students to travel abroad or access other opportunities. Okay. Number 4, there are great people behind the project. Without a doubt, Charles Hoskinson is a absolute um, star. He co-founded Ethereum, as we know, and finding Cardano, and really it gives you a lot of sense of security when you're looking at his updates, when you hear him talking on his channel. If you haven't ever watched, I suggest that you do watch, because you really need to understand where the company, where ADA is going. Obviously, company, where the crypto is going on this, in this case, and this is really gives you a lot of insurance. So they actually are working in 15 countries, over 4 continents, and they have about 400 people working, right? So they have 400 people working in for this in 50 countries. So there's a great lot of expertise behind this project, which is absolutely fundamental moving forward. Now, the 5th reason is you can stake your Cardano. Now, staking your Cardano there is basically like taking your money to your bank account and putting it in a savings account. It's the same sort of concept, right? So you take your Cardano, you put it into what they call a staking pool or savings account, to say staking pool, and you earn yield on that. You get a return on that. You're rewarded, you would say, by staking your Cardano in that pool. So a lot of crypto coins out there, you cannot do that, but with Cardano you can. So those are the top 5 reasons, guys. This is the reason why, 5 main reasons why we're looking into Cardano. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've got a lot of use out of it. Give me comments down below, guys. Let me know how much Cardano you holding. Are you buying? Are you selling? I would love to hear your comments down below. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button. That really helps my channel grow. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, guys, because so you can see more updates that I'll be doing in the near future. Guys, thank you for watching. Take care and speak to you soon. Bye bye now.